everywhere, GBS. Hello, viewer. Welcome to today's episode of Women's View. I'm your host. My name is Anne Moremi. Remember that we are on YouTube. We have a live show on YouTube going on as well as on Facebook. And the handle to look for is GBS TV Kenya. Please subscribe so that you can be able to watch us live as well as have a look at our previous recipes. So today is Furahi Day, and as usual, this is the day that we have our cooking show because we want to encourage people to cook at home. And not just to make the normal meals. Today we're going to be making something very interesting. So I'd like the guest in studio to introduce himself. Welcome.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Imran Ali Muhammad Nurani. I am a chef in profession. And today we are going to be making a Ramadan special dessert, and that is floating mountains. I just hope you guys enjoy my dessert, and I'm sure you guys will make it at home as well. Thank you very much.
Excellent. So this is the first time I've heard of that name. So I'm going to be the first one to learn together with my viewer. So yeah, let's get on with it.
So we can first start with making our custard.
Okay.
And for the custard,
Yes.
we will need 2 packets of milk, and that's 1 liter of milk.
1 liter, yes.
We'll need some custard powder. We'll need some sugar. So,
And we're going to measure because the quantities
Yeah.
are very specific. Eh?
very specific.
Okay, cool.
So we can have, in 1 liter of milk, we can have around 5 tablespoons of custard powder.
Okay. The custard powder I've seen in the past is usually cream.
Yeah, it's like cream.
It's cream, but this
But
one
this is a
white.
powder.
This is a powder.
Yeah.
Because that one you just add water and then you cook it. But this is different. Eh? Those are 3 spoons, 4,
And
5.
5.
So 5 spoons, 5 tablespoons for 1 liter.
For 1 liter.
Okay. There you go.
So,
These are sufuria. Okay. Make sure you have enough space. So do you make this dessert all the time, or is it for Ramadan mostly?
you can make it whenever you want, but I prefer making it in Ramadan since it's a really unique dessert.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
very, it's special. It's something that you do not too often, once in a while.
Yeah, once in a while, exactly.
Okay. And of course, Ramadan is a time to celebrate, even as you're fasting. There's a lot of joy around the season. So it's good a time as any. I'm sorry that even as we make this, you're not going to, of course, taste it.
No, I can't
yeah,
taste
thank
it.
you, because it's a season for fasting.
Yeah,
But don't worry, we shall taste it for you. Is that okay?
yeah, it's perfectly fine.
Okay. So where did you learn how to make this? Who taught you?
I was taught by my grandmother. Yeah.
Wow, please give her a shout out.
She's actually a good cook, I will say that. Though she has not learned, she has been doing it through her mom.
Through experience.
Through experience,
Yeah.
exactly.
That's
yeah.
how she's learned, Imran. She's
Yeah.
learned through experience.
Yeah.
Not by going to a
Not
school.
by attending a school or so. So in a 1 liter of milk, we can have 10 tablespoons of sugar.
Of course, it's a dessert, so
Yeah.
the sugar is, this is where you find your sugar.
1.
So if you're fasting, avoid this. Not if you're fasting, if you're dieting.
It doesn't matter that much.
It's always good to take a little bit of,
Yeah.
What matters is, you do it in moderation, right? Are
Exactly.
you counting?
Yeah, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
10. All right. So the ratio of the custard to the sugar is 1 to 2.
Yeah.
Okay. There we go.
So, next, for the custard,
Yes.
we are going to put some water,
Ah, there we go. That's the color that now I'm used to.
and we can have a mix. The reason as to why we are doing this
Yes.
is because if you put custard in hot milk, the custard won't get mixed.
Ah, so you're
Yeah,
mixing the
it's going
cold
to have a lump
lumps. Yes.
on
Okay.
in the milk.
Okay.
So by doing this, it prevents you from having the lump,
Yeah. Okay.
and it's easier for you to make it. Is the
Okay.
gas on?
Let me switch on the gas.
Yeah.
All right. There we go.
So we can have our milk boiled for a bit.
Okay. Let's heat it up.
Yeah.
Okay.
As we all know, we are making a floating mountain. So we will need egg whites for that.
Okay. Cool. So do you do this when you're at home and cooking for the family? Do you actually make desserts as well?
Yeah.
You do.
Yes, I do.
That's good. So you can actually have desserts at home, yeah?
So we can have our egg whites and the egg yolk separated.
Yes. Show us how to do that, okay? You use the shell. Okay, exactly, yes. There we go. So you separate the yolk
Yeah.
and the egg. What you can put the shell here, okay? So you're using 4 eggs.
No, we are going to use 2 eggs.
Oh, we're going to use 2 eggs.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. So you have to be very careful so that none of the yolk gets into the egg white.
Exactly.
There, put your egg yolk there, and your shells here. And here you can use this for your hands. Okay. So you've managed to separate it out quite well. The yolk is here, and the
So we can set this one aside. So we are not going to waste the yolks.
Yes.
We are going to put them into the custard.
Ah,
So we can have a
okay.
whisk on
a
it.
little, okay. Just to make it more nutritious and to avoid wastage.
Exactly.
Yeah, because in here there's a lot of protein, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, there we go.
So we can have our egg yolks into our milk, and
Then
we give it a good stir
Okay.
with the whisk.
Yes. Already I'm starting to smell the aroma, and it's a sweet one. Can you smell it?
Yeah.
Okay. So your grandma taught you how to do this?
Yeah.
She taught you when you were how old?
I was actually, she taught me in Ramadan.
Oh, she taught you during Ramadan.
Yeah,
she also
this-
likes
this-
to make
this
it.
Ramadan,
This
actually.
Ramadan?
Yeah.
So you just learned how to make
I
this.
just learned
I
how
hope
to
your
make
grandma
this.
is watching to see whether you're a good learner.
Yeah, she is.
To see whether her grandson got it or not. So, that's okay, interesting.
So we can have our custard put into the milk.
So the milk doesn't have to boil. It just
It doesn't have to boil, it just needs to be heated.
to be heated, okay.
Yeah.
There we go. Nice.
For that, I'll use my wooden spoon.
To give it a good stirring.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, and look at the color. The
And
color
here
has
the
changed.
color changes to cream,
Yes.
off-white creamish color.
Yes. You're good with your colors, Imran. You're not colorblind, eh? Like some men, I know.
So we can have our milk thickened a bit. A
Yes.
custard is a thickening kind of an agent. So because of the custard, our milk is going to get thickened a bit.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
Actually, it gets very heavy. As it cooks, it gets heavier and heavier.
Yeah.
Okay, so we remove some of that. Okay.
So we can have our egg white whisked. we need to whisk it
Yeah.
for it to be fluffy.
Okay. Increase the power. Okay.
Yeah,
Amazing. It's actually so, looks like foam.
exactly.
Yeah. It's become quite a bit. It's expanded a lot.
Yeah, it doubles up,
Yeah.
and you need to make sure it forms its own peak.
It's on peak. Okay.
Yeah. Like it becomes stiff.
Yeah. Let me switch on the water here. Okay. So Imran, if you try to do this with the egg yolk inside, it will not.
It won't.
It won't. That's why
Yeah.
you've got to separate out the egg white and the egg yolk. Okay. It looks like whipped cream, you know.
Yeah.
We don't have a handheld blender, not blender, what do you call this?
As you can
Forget.
see,
There it
our
is.
egg is now ready,
And it's firm.
and it's so firm.
Yeah, it's not like, it's not flowing. There we go. Interesting.
As you can see, our custard here is getting the thickening.
It's starting to thicken
Yeah.
because of the powder, yeah, the custard powder. Okay. Floating mountain. Okay. That's what we're making, guys. In case you're wondering what this is all about, it's a dessert and it's a Ramadan special because this is the season when our brothers are
As
fasting.
for
yeah.
our custard, we'll add a bit of vanilla essence, and that's like 1 teaspoon.
Okay, you have your measuring spoons right there
Yeah,
into the custard.
into the custard.
This is basically for the vanilla essence,
For
the
the
vanilla
taste.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. You give it a stir,
Yes.
and you let it cook.
Okay. Vanilla smells also very nice. Okay, there we go.
Now here is where you have to be very careful. So we are trying to scoop the egg white. It comes into a scoop. We need to put it into our water, hot water, not boiling, but hot water.
Okay.
And you're going to get some small balls. Those are actually the mountains floating on the custard. Yeah. So we can have this like done like this.
There we go. This is where you got to be very careful.
Yeah.
There we go.
We can have a bit setting on the spoon. You can see how I'm doing it.
Yes, you're carving it out so that it looks like a
Yeah.
nice tidy ball.
Yeah. And then we can
You place it there.
place it
gently.
into the water.
Ah, there we go. Look at that. This is our first mountain.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we can have another one.
Then you shape it because you want to try and get the same kind of balls.
Yeah. So you shape it into a ball.
And then you
there
place it gently in the water. The water should be
goes.
not
Moderate.
boiling, moderate.
It
hot.
shouldn't be boiling
Okay.
so much. So as they're in the water, they'll expand more.
Ah,
As they get more cooked in, they're actually getting steamed.
Yes, that's true.
into the
yeah.
egg. Yeah.
Because they're lying on top of the water, so it's the steam that is
Yeah.
cooking them. So it's a little bit like what's that kind of an egg called? Poached egg. Sort of.
Poached egg, exactly.
Yeah. Nice. Your grandma. How did your grandma used to do all this? Did she have all this? You know, all
She
this.
actually used to
like,
do it from a big skimmer. She used to take a whole skimmer,
Yeah.
put on top, and put it into the water.
Okay.
But now this was my own invention.
Yeah, it makes it easier.
Yeah.
And you get many, many little mountains, you know?
It comes to presentation.
Yeah, the presentation is easier. And even just the process, it's easier.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we can see our custard has started boiling here.
Yes, our custard is boiling and it's quite thick.
It has become proper
Yeah.
thick. So our
it's also
custard is now ready.
It doesn't have any bubbles. I mean, not
The lumps.
it doesn't have any lumps here. All right, so hold that. It's ready, yeah?
And our custard is now prepared and it's ready.
Yes, so we can place it there. It smells nice.
So we can
Yeah,
have
there
it
we
placed
go.
here. Let it cool down.
Yeah, just needs to cool, okay? Growing up when you were little, did you used to take porridge?
Yeah, a lot. I used to love porridge.
And you know, this reminds me of porridge. The way now you put it in a bowl of
Yeah.
cold water, you know? All right. I can switch off this, right? We're done with that. Okay. Okay. So they're going to be here for how long?
They're
How
gonna
do you
be
know?
here
How
for
do you know?
around,
How do you know when
5
they're
minutes.
ready?
Once they are ready,
Will
They
they
are-
change?
they're going to expand
Okay.
a
Okay.
bit. Yeah.
If they touch each other, is it okay?
Yeah, yeah.
It's okay, no
It's
problem.
very much okay.
Okay. So, okay. There you go. Carving it again to make sure it's nice and round. There we go. So far, we've got 6 mountains from 2 egg. Only from, it's quite a lot from just 2 egg whites.
Egg
you know?
whites, yeah.
Can you beat the eggs until they form? They form if you don't have the electric.
Yeah, yeah. You can even use the manual way of doing it. You can use a fork. You can use a whisk.
But of course, this is the most efficient.
It's the most easiest and
and you get a better result.
yeah.
Ah, okay. Nice.
So there are our egg whites. They're now ready.
Wow, look at them. They are so white. You know, it's
Yeah.
amazing. I love the whiteness. It's actually very, very white.
So here is our custard. I think so. We can do our custard into the bowl.
Okay. Sorry.
I'm going to use a spoon for that.
All right. Okay. Most of the times when are you measuring?
No.
No, you're just
You're just going to
transferring.
put all the custard into this.
Okay, okay.
Okay, the reason I'm doing this is the custard is still hot.
Yeah.
Now, if you try and pour it all in one go, you can have a disaster.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. So better be careful
You better be careful.
and
exactly.
slow. Take it a bit at a time, so that you don't burn yourself and you also don't pour it.
Yeah.
It's very hot. Is this a hot dessert or a cold
No,
dessert?
no, it's served
Or
as a
warm.
cold dessert.
Cold dessert. So eventually everything is going to cool down completely.
It's gonna cool down, and then you have to put it into a refrigerator
refrigerator,
for it to
okay.
be cold.
Ah, so
and
you
then
serve
can
cold.
serve it. Yeah.
Most of the times, custard can also be taken warm
Yeah.
with
it can.
with cake or even with fruits.
bananas.
Actually, banana is the most common. Banana and custard, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, as a warm dessert.
So as we can see, The bowl has given us a good result as for now.
Yes.
It has not collapsed.
Yes.
So we can have the custard now poured all of it
into the bowl.
Yeah.
And I like your bowl. It looks like it's meant for this kind of dessert, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So there we go.
There's our custard, yeah.
I'm going to use a rubber spatula
To get it all
for
out.
a good result. So that, you don't need to waste anything.
Yes. Everything is so expensive nowadays, and you want your resources to go all the way. And
Economics.
And also, this is very delicious. You don't want to waste any of it.
Yeah.
All
And
right,
there we go.
We are
So
done
our
with that.
custard is done. It's already in the bowl. So we can place it here in the middle.
Yes.
And I can see our egg whites are ready as well.
They are coming along well. So this is something that as you're doing one thing, the other one is getting ready. So in terms of
we can have
steak
it
time,
removed.
let's see.
We place it into the cold water.
It's ready now, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can place it in cold water.
You're so skilled with your hand, very gentle. You have to be very gentle with this
Yeah.
because they are very fragile. Okay, there we go. Yeah.
So we can use an extra.
Put some water
We
in
can
there.
add some water into this.
Yes. There we go.
We can have this one so that our rest of the mountains can be removed from the hot water.
Yeah, because you don't want them to continue cooking further.
Yeah.
They might disintegrate. I can switch off that
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Okay, cool.
And there we go. So our next step will be, we are going to place the mountains into this custard. And that's where it's going to be known as the floating mountains. Because they're going to be floating on top of the custard.
Yeah,
Okay.
I get it. It's coming along quite well.
Yeah.
The curiosity. What is that though? You need to tell us what this is. You've not told us what that
Okay.
is.
This is food color. We have different kinds of food colors here.
Yeah, what are the colors? We've got red.
We've got red, we've got green, we have got pink, we've got blue, orange, brown, and purple.
So it was in powder form.
Yeah.
So you put a little
bit of water. So it
very little water. And by little water, you mean like drops, like
Drops.
5 drops,
Yeah.
something. Okay.
So what I'll do next is, I'll take one.
You transfer the mountains.
You can just rinse my hands.
Okay.
So I'm going to have one of the mountain into my hand.
Yes.
Here it is.
Yeah, there it is, a mountain.
And
floating
then we can
mountain.
have our color. And we can.
We put it there like this. You decorate it with different colors. And then try and use this to transfer it
I transfer it back to this.
back to the custard.
And then
There we go.
custard. And there we go.
Excellent.
So we
That's
need
our
to
first
continue
one,
with
it's
the
red.
same.
Yes. Okay. So we need to get this out. Huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Here you go.
We can go on with our next mountain. I'll place it into my hand. We can rinse our brush to avoid color contamination.
That's true.
So we can use green.
Green next. Okay.
So there we go.
These are green.
Can add more of color.
Mm-hmm. Then you place it gently into the custard. Actually, it's quite easy to do, huh? If you
Yeah.
know, that is. There we go.
We can go to our next one.
Mm-hmm.
We can use blue.
Blue, okay. This is very artistic, by the way. Oh, that's blue, yes, that's blue. So you're making rainbow colors, eh?
Yeah.
Hope you have purple and violet and yellow. There we go, okay.
We can go on to our next one.
Here you go.
We can use pink this time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, wonderful.
We can go on to our next one.
There you go.
So we can use
What is that? Orange?
orange color.
Yes. Mm-hmm. This is something that you can do even with kids. They'd love it so much.
Yeah.
So much fun for them. Trying to make sure that the mountains don't collapse, you know.
They need to be. Oh, see.
That's what I was talking about. It's okay. It
So we
happens.
can
So let's
just
try and rescue that mountain.
tilt
Oh,
it.
there we go. Excellent. You managed. Good. This happens. You know, it's part of being in the kitchen, you know. Do I try and scoop out
We
that?
can have our next one here. And we can use
What color are you going to go for next?
brown.
Brown. Nice. Okay. Here you go. That looks like yellow. Is that brown, Imran?
It's
To
actually
you, that's brown? Are you
a
colorblind?
light brown. Yeah, kind of brown, orangish, black, yellowish. It's a mixture of
it's a
colors.
mixture of
Yeah.
colors, yeah. Mm. There we go.
And our last one.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully to come at the center.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can use
What color
purple.
Purple, yeah, perfect. Royalty. Color of royalty, purple. Somehow when it mixes with the white, it's changing a little.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's changing.
The colors are interacting and then you get a different result. But it's all very beautiful. Okay, here we go.
So we try and place it into the
Into the middle nicely. There we go, yes. Slide it out. Nice.
And
No wonder you were calling it floating mountain. There we go.
there's our dessert ready to be served.
Wow.
Either warm or chilled. But
You
it
can-
will be more preferred when it's chilled.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how we can enjoy our dessert, our
It looks
Ramadan special
awesome.
dessert.
And do you have it like this? So can you pour something on top? Like,
It depends.
depends on
For
you.
more,
if you like madoido sana.
yeah, so we can just have our fingers
Mm-hmm.
onto the custard.
Yes. Oh yeah, that's
We
true.
can have some decorations on our custard.
Because this is so artistic, I tell you, you know. A big shout out to your
We can
grandma
have
for showing us
different
different
colours.
colors.
You can even use chocolate shavings. You can
Exactly.
even use rainbow sprinkles.
Yes, that's true. That's what I was thinking.
There's
Yeah.
a lot of stuff you can use there.
Yeah. So when you're serving, you try and scoop one of the mountains onto a bowl,
Yeah,
right?
with the custard.
With the custard around it. Mm-hmm. It must be very yummy, eh?
It's so delicious. Honestly, my mouth is so watery at the moment.
It's just
Despite
too bad.
fasting.
You know, maybe we should just, we're going to have to keep some for you. What time are you breaking the fast today? Do you know the time?
At around 6:30.
6:30 there, to be,
Yeah.
to be sure that the time is right. Okay. And have they announced when it will be? Already a month is over.
The month is already over, exactly.
What is the significance of Ramadan to you individually? As a person,
I
you know?
personally feel it's so healthy for my body,
Mm-hmm.
as because it's bringing some good results.
Mm-hmm.
Like I will say, as my prophet,
Yes.
our prophet, peace be upon him, he used to really fast, he used to really love Ramadan,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like a sunnah for us. We are also doing it
Mm-hmm.
to follow what he was doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
There
here
you
is
have
our
it.
dessert.
Look at that. It is so
Completely ready.
colorful and so beautiful. Thank you so much. This is quite a
Yeah.
treat during the Ramadan season. You can celebrate, but you can also have it anytime. Anytime that you're having a festivity in your home, you can be able to prepare this. It takes a very short time, actually.
Yeah.
But you need to have everything ready and set out because it's a very, it's quite a process. You
It's
know?
a process.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
So, are you almost done with school now?
Yeah, I'm only left with the next 2 months,
Mhm.
hopefully.
Yes.
By July, I'll be done.
Uh-huh.
I have to go for my internship.
Okay.
Hopefully, after that job.
Are you going to look for a job? Are you looking to be employed or to be self-employed?
Actually, I've got offers already
Really?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Good for you.
Yeah,
Uh-huh. From
it's
restaurants or
really-
hotels?
from hotels.
Uh-huh.
I've done my previous internship in Sarova White Sands, Mombasa.
Mm-hmm.
It was a really great experience. I really appreciate my college, and that is Boma International Hospitality College.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really thankful for you guys. You really supported me. You really mended me. You really made me a chef,
Mm-hmm.
a professional chef, and I'm really happy for that.
Excellent.
Secondly, I will really appreciate my family. That's my mom, my dad, my grandparents, my uncle, my aunties, my sisters, my brothers. I'm really thankful for you guys, and for you guys to be supporting me on every step I've been going to this course.
Mm-hmm.
Nextly, I will even appreciate my mom's maternal side,
Yes.
and that's my grandmother,
Mm-hmm.
my aunt, my uncles. Thank you very much. And lastly, I will thank my mom's sister.
Yeah.
She is always supportive. I've stayed with her
Okay. In Nairobi, yeah?
in Nairobi when I was
Mhm.
in high school.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully, it was really good. Honestly, I really enjoyed their
She took
company.
good care
She
of
really took good
you,
care of
Like
me,
her son?
like her own son.
Yes, that's
And
right.
even at the moment, I will really say that half of her utensils here are hers and my aunt's.
Thank you so
They've
much.
really assisted me on every step of my culinary art course.
All right, that's
Yeah.
awesome. So
Thank you very much.
excellent. So there you have it, viewer. Thank you so much for joining us today. Please try this at home. Don't just watch. Please, we want you to try it, and then you want you to taste it. Then you can be able to tell us, give us your comments. Remember to subscribe. The YouTube handle is GBS TV Kenya. And before we wrap up the show, I'd like you to talk to the youth, maybe, to give them your final thoughts, like a parting shot. Encourage them so that, you know, they can be able to just get a little bit of you today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, for that, I will strictly go on to the course, and that's the culinary art course. Mostly, we think as human beings, cooking is only for ladies. And I am sorry for that, it's not.
Mhm.
It's completely not. If you are a lady, that does not mean your life is in the kitchen.
Yay.
That does not mean your life is with your kids. No. You have the right to work. I really encourage all the ladies, please, put your foot down and do whatever you want to do. Complete your dreams. Don't put your dreams into a bag and throw that bag.
Mhm.
And for the men, as you can see, I am here standing in front of you, a man,
Mhm.
cooking something like this. Nice
Yeah.
stuff. So why not you? Never have that back thought that cooking is only for ladies. No doubt, you can have an accountant, you can have a businessman, you can be a very big professional in in accounts and everything, but then that does not mean you try and discourage cooking. Cooking is something really good. You really enjoy cooking, and that's all I would say.
Thank you so much,
Thank you very
Imran. I'm
much.
so happy to hear that coming from a gentleman. You've set the women free. And let me
Yeah.
tell you, ladies, I know I speak for most of us. Correct me if I'm wrong. You can give me your comments, but which woman doesn't like a man who can cook for her once in a while? Give you a surprise. Maybe after a rough day at work, you're thinking, what am I going to cook? And then you go home, you open the door, and you're like, what's that smelling so nice? And then you find your man in a black apron like Imran, and he surprised you, he's at the table. Wouldn't you be happy? I would be very, very happy. So thank you so much, Imran, for encouraging the men to consider getting into the culinary arts. The kitchen is open to anybody who is passionate about cooking. And that's why we do it here at Women's View. We have guests that are guys and girls. In fact, we are very open. If you're passionate about cooking, this is the show for you. So keep it here. Thank you so much. Enjoy your furahi day, and make sure you remember to cook this delicious dessert so that you can tell us how it tastes. Yeah, so we'll see you next time. Bye.